Happy Monday, everybody. Today is August 5th, and time is flying by. It's not too bad temperature-wise. It's supposed to be in the 80s, but I'm getting thunderstorms, and we're supposed to get thunderstorms this afternoon again. All right, epic weekend. Starting out with my son that came over to visit Thursday night, and he brought his computer. And it's funny because I just uploaded and made public episode 81, which I talk about the game. And now a few months later, we played it again. So he came over and had a night of being kids again, right? So that was fun. And then made an awesome chicken dish, by the way, that I think hit the quality that we want for our restaurant. It was that good. And the recipe that came up with it for it might be perfect or almost perfect. We'll try it out several times, obviously, before we do this restaurant, if we end up doing a restaurant. With that epic weekend, our friends Robert and Janet, and you've seen them, I think Robert in that previous video a while back when he came up to help, and they came up again after that. I don't know if he was in that video though. And then, but they came up and rented a cabin this time because they brought their mom and their daughter with a couple of her friends. So they just went ahead and rented a full cabin up here and took it easy. But we had a great time. Janee and I had dinner with neighbors on Friday. They ended up getting, our other friends got here late Friday night, and so they ended up coming over later. Had a few drinks, stayed up late, and then started again Saturday. Went to the lavender shop here in town, so if you ever go to Heber Overguard, there's a really nice lavender shop to check out. And then, and what did we do? Oh, we went to the 260 Brewery, which is new in town, so we went and checked that out. It's the first time being there. So we checked that place out, and yeah, that was fun too. We had a thunderstorm start to come in right when we were there, but we made it through the visit, so... And then we went back to their cabin, the one they rented, which was actually a really nice cabin. We really liked it. It's not huge. It's bigger than ours, about double ours. But it was a really cool looking cabin. All right. So with that, and then Janee and I, we just took it easy yesterday. Just kind of lounged, took it easy, getting ready for the next week to start. So, all right. But with that, our friends brought treats down, and we're so thankful for it. Some treasures here. So just to kind of show you real quick, we got a vintage Coca-Cola, a lot of Coca-Cola. So I guess it's our friends Robert and Janet, they brought these down for us, which we really appreciate. Some old lanterns that are patina. We're going to use lots of those, so we're going to be collecting as many as we can for those you can put anywhere. And we have some ideas for this one, maybe even incorporating into the minecart picnic tables. We might be doing something with those. All right, so we are going to be trying to incorporate Coca-Cola kind of stuff. We love the Coca-Cola. I like the drink, but I like the what do you call it? The logos and stuff. We like the, just, I don't know, it's just, I grew up with Coca-Cola, and I'm more of a Coke fan than I am Pepsi. So anyway, we're going to incorporate Coca-Cola stuff. So he asked his friend who gave these to us, was downsizing, has a lot of vintage stuff. He's like, if you have any railroad stuff, Coca-Cola stuff, let him know. And he ended up donating all this to us. So we got some vintage pictures here. It's like a whiskey and Coke picture. We've got classic Coca-Cola with a clock here. That's some railroad kind of pictures, tin metal type pictures. We got some trays in here, some vintage trays. And then we got this Southern Pacific light, which we're gonna have to try out. We need to take this off and replace the bulb in there. So we'll try that out. And then Coca-Cola emblem here. And I'm not sure, I'm gonna have to look it up, but something obviously was bolted in here. You can see kind of either a wear mark right here, almost like it was a clock or something, but I doubt it was a clock. Almost could, and then point if the letters were out here. But anyway, I'll see if we can find out what usually went in it, or maybe that's just what they bolted it to the wall or whatever. And then a box full of little trains, so we'll check that out. Southern Pacific. So, all right, so let's get back to work. Today's Monday. I'm gonna put these up so they don't get dinged up, and then I'm gonna work on the supports for that last insulator, pole that we put up. I'm gonna put those supports up, and then I'm gonna work on the metal that's gonna be for the bar top. I'm gonna try to work on it. I've not been wanting to work on it because I don't want to mess it up. I just need to do it, so I think I might try. Okay, so I'm gonna be cutting this what do you call this stuff? The Hillman Group made it just aluminum flat. It's 1/8 by 1.5 by 3 foot. So I just went out and did the measurement. Looks like I need 17 inches, so I can't do, I think might be too long. It'd be nice to save a cut. Let me go measure that again, because then I only have to cut it once instead of twice. This aluminum, it's not the easiest to cut because I don't have a blade for aluminum. All right, I'll be right back. All right, 17 inches is it. I can't, a little bit more is just too much, but 17 inch for the top is perfect. I'm looking all over for it, and I already stuck it out here before I went and double checked the measurement. Came back to the shelf where it usually is. It's too early for that, Rhett. I am turning 50. Okay, I'm gonna start working on the stainless steel top. I'm hoping it's easier than I feel like it's gonna be. This is a piece of scrap metal. It's already pre-used. You can see holes in it. The project's rustic, right? So There's one hole right here in the center. There's a little pop here, it looks like. So I'm hoping to make this work. Because a sheet like this is about, what, 40 bucks, I think, for a sheet like this. So it was outside, so it's not rusting. The other side has a little bit of wear. I think it's there. But yeah, I'm hoping this will work. And it doesn't have to be perfect, right? It's gonna be outdoor. I just want a metal top, and we can clean this off. And it'll probably shine up if I put some cleaner on it and wipe it up. All right, but we do kind of want it to look aged too, so it's kind of perfect. Other than this pop right here, so I don't know. Maybe we just stick screws and just have it line up with that. All right, so the first thing I gotta do is go measure and remeasure, and then measure again, and then just a final measure, just measuring. So once I cut that, it's kind of locked in, right? So let's go measure. We're gonna do a take 2 here, because I'm thinking as I talk and it's rambling. So here's what we got. I'm about ready to cut this at 25 inches off this side. We'll have a couple bends up there, but I had a dilemma. So on these measurements right here, that 50 and that 4th is wider than the sheet. I thought the sheet looks wide enough, but no, I'm short a few inches. I could go buy another piece of sheet metal versus using the scrap, but that would be even a longer one. And even though we'd probably use it at some point, it's just that, I don't know, I mean, it'd be expensive to, I mean, just this size sheet's like 40 bucks, I think. So double that just to get an extra few inches. So I have a workaround. Let's go look at it. Let's go see if this will work. So here's the workaround idea. So this is an inch, just slightly less maybe after I pound it in there. I don't want it sticking out. I'd rather have it in. And then same with this side. So this is 50 inches across the back and 45.5 inches to the front. And so I was thinking is just go up the 5.5 inches as planned, tuck it in here, pull it down, crease it here, bring it out here, crease it under here, crease it here, and yeah, that looks cool. So yeah, we'll just keep it one layer, not add a second in there. I was gonna possibly make this a thicker looking counter, but I kind of like the, especially if we're gonna be putting these up here, right? Yeah, I think that would tie in nice. I can't do it on the bottom there, but definitely can do it here. And that would tie in with this one. So, okay, so I'm gonna wrap that metal around. But here's another idea I was thinking. I mean, you could set something up here, I guess. Or, yeah. I was thinking of like a little cabinet in here, or maybe just brush it like a grill brush there, just on above it. Then it looks like it has a purpose for some reason. I don't know. All right, I mean, that's my only workaround, that, or go get a larger sheet. And I would have to, I mean, the cuts are going to be risky because I'm going to have to go in and out and in, where this one, I can just go straight in and straight out now. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. So let's go do it. Let's go do it. hang off just like that. Alright, so the battery ran out, but I did get the, well, let's go out and look at it. But first, these are going to be the side pieces. So I have trimmed these out to fit. I have a little flare on the top to cover up the spot that it's showing kind of on the where it curves in. And I could trim this as needed when we do the final. So this will wrap in here. I'm going to go ahead and stain this, a couple coats actually, before we get it in there. So, and this wall I'm going to stain as well. Just get a couple deck coats of stain, just extra protection, since I didn't use pressure treated here. But this will protect it as well. So I mean, this would probably last for a while. But anyway, okay, and then this one's for the smaller one that wraps in. So this will go on top, and then I have to lift the metal up and then get these boards in and then slip this bottom part right underneath it. So that should just lift up and hopefully it works. And then same with this one. So yeah, let's stain the boards and then I'm gonna call it good for the day. It's getting hot. It's getting hot outside and it's getting hot in here. So I thought we were gonna have storms today, but nothing right now. Oh, let me go show you what I did outside then. Okay, so this is just, ooh, it does get hot. It gets really hot. Wow, that sun on there. That's all right. So, well, good thing is it will melt the snow faster, right? Okay, so pieces are gonna go here and here. I'm not gonna screw this in until I get those pieces in, then we'll do the final. And then this will drill up underneath it to get that nice and tight. And then that's it, and then we just got metal all the way around. I think that worked out pretty good, not terrible. We got some scratches in here from putting that metal in. Man, it really cut it. So I'll fix that real quick too. Are you on? Are you there? All right, today's August 6th. It's Tuesday, back in the commercial building. And yeah, what am I gonna do today? I think I'm going to hang the supports for the insulator, that last insulator up there. I've got these painted, bolts are painted, everything's ready to go on there. I'm gonna paint this just to get it ready. This is for the handle of that door back there between the employee area and the trash area. So I get that painted. I'm still missing 2 more pipes, and that may not be here till the end of the week, but I could paint this. I could actually hang it and then just screw in it's more of the core part of that handle. I can screw that in later, so we'll see. So I'll get that painted today. I wanted to do what I did yesterday was get all these metal pieces prepped. I would love to put that in. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to do that. Well, it's gonna be cooler tomorrow, but I do need to stain a second coat on those pieces that's gonna fit inside there. I want to get it. It's worth an extra day to get a second coat on those things. All right, and then what else? There's a few things I need to work on. I could work on is we have the angle iron down here that I got used from a guy out in Snowflake. I'm finally getting ready I wanted to do it actually last winter, but working on the wall project just kind of took over. And then that angle iron's going to be welded together for a gabion box for the front monument. So I can get those sized up. They all need cuts to size them up. I know I can't use the chop saw for that, so we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe, I wonder, yeah, we'll see. All right. And then what else? We've got, oh, and then these these pipes that I want to make the lights out. I cut them all to 2-foot sizes, but I want to make lights out of that 4 on top of the gabion. That's going to be out by the front area road that we first started on the wall before we went to the employee area and the trash area. That rock though needs to get put in before I hang these, so the priority's not right there, but I kind of want to try to get that all into one episode even. So for those lights, I have I don't remember if I did a drawing or not, but I have the visual in my mind on how that's going to turn out, and I think it's going to be pretty cool. But then this morning I thought of something. So Janee and my 4th year anniversary of being together, since our first date, and neither of us looked back ever since. And obviously moved up here together and started a train project, but 4 years already has gone by. All right, but I did have an idea. So when we did the dog house, we cut out the heart for the dog. Janee loves hearts. Everything's hearts. Hearts rocks. She finds all the time. Heart. She loves hearts. So for some reason, I don't remember why we did it, or maybe we just had scrap wood and decided to cut out a heart. But I did make a heart we painted it red, and I had this idea. So she knows about the idea that we had since we did that like a year ago, but I just never got around to be able to fit the time and to do it. But it's to put like our initials R and then a heart between and a J, and maybe do something like on a metal pipe. As you know, we love that industrial metal pipe with rustic. We're doing a lot of it, and maybe hanging on the side of the house kind of thing. It might be kind of cool. So I thought for this week, maybe I could secretly make something while doing other stuff too, so she knows I'm out here making progress while she's at work. And maybe I could kind of work on that and get that done. And so I'm gonna see. I don't know if I have the right stuff for it though. But let's see. I'm gonna put some thought into it. In fact, I'm gonna put some thought into it right now, I think. All right, so I didn't really record much. It's like I guess I get back to work and turn off the camera and go to work, and I forget to bring the camera with me. All right, so I did do the support arms for the insulator. Here, I'll show you that right now. All right, so we got the support arms up there. Looks good. Someday I'm gonna take that swamp heater off, and someday we're gonna sand this bottom part, add nice stained wood in here, stained wood on the outside. So it's like tedious kind of stuff I have not been wanting to do because we've been working on this cool stuff. All right, so support arms are done. Pretty much be ready for the insulation or the telegraph wire. Maybe put that in, but I haven't determined yet if I kind of want these insulators up a little bit. They're like almost resting on it, on the flanges, and I have some new ones coming for the door handle, right? So I'm wondering, I think those are the same size as what we used up here. So I don't know, I may change those out. All right, and then I did stain the second coat on these. And by the way, yesterday, or a couple days ago when I uploaded that video, I hit the pole when I was installing this, and I never did go back and fix it. So yesterday when I uploaded the video, I was like, I totally forgot about it. I think I touched stain on it, so it's hard to notice. So this time I actually took the grinder, because it was really cracked right in this pocket, so I took the grinder to it and grinded that out and stained it back so that it's rustic. It's but it's better than a crack. I'd rather have it look more like that. So all right, yeah, and then these are done, second coat. And then we had a mud flap coming off on the truck. So I just fixed that. Janee would be happy about that. She's noticed it a few days ago and asked me when I'm going to fix it. So that's done. Okay, so I'm going to work on the anniversary gift for Janee. So I don't know if I'll just do this side video or just keep it in our flow of episodes, but I think so. As I said earlier this morning, we have a heart. We made part of the whole design with the doghouse and all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an R and a J. I'm going to do a pipe, so maybe we hang it off the pipe, or do two pipes where it connects to it. Then it's not flapping in the wind, it's just right there. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll see when we get to that point, I guess. If we do it with the bar, with the chain, it's kind of like the doghouse name plate for Tarlo that we hung. It's a pretty cool episode, so if you're new and haven't watched the history of this journal, we did do a few episodes about over a year and a half ago or so, making a whimsical doghouse, and it turned out pretty cool. A lot of our friends and his family stopped by, they really liked that one. All right, so I'm doing 2x8 because that's about the width of the heart, and so I want it to kind of matchy, especially if it's going to go along the same bar. I thought about doing oversized, but I would think I would have to go another board out, and it may just be too big for what we want hanging off the house. So we'll just go with this. I'm gonna at least start with it. I'm gonna just today, I cut these to 15 inches wide, and these are what, 7-inch boards, I think, so it should be 14 wide. Yeah, just over 14 wide by 15. So that should be perfect size. All right, and then I'm just going to sand the boards real quick. So I use these, I think, not for that hood project, so I got black stain and stuff on there. I'm going to start with a fresh coat, so I'm going to get the heavier duty sander out and try to get all that off and start fresh. And then I'm going to just do a quick little idea of what I want for the letters. That way, with our dowels, when I glue these together, I can put them in where the letters will connect to the two boards, so have extra strength. All right, let's do it. I love this tool. I realize the camera's off. Oh, maybe it's dying. Maybe that's why. If it catches it in time, I just ripped the ends on the table saw. So now we got nice flat surface. Alright, here's what we got. The R, oh, the camera's getting hot. and the J, and then we'll have a red heart in between. I think it'll turn out nice. So I'm going to glue this together now, and then we will cut it out tomorrow, sand it, and start staining it. It should be pretty quick and easy.